How are you all? Hope all of you are fine at home. Yes, so let's start with our social science class. So in our earlier class, students, what we have done? We have done chapter 1, keywords, and we have discussed about some important dates and events. So today also we will take the subject history only, and we will take chapter 1 of history. And what is the name of the chapter? What, where, how, and when. And in this chapter, today we will discuss about book exercise, question and answers. Okay, so today we will discuss book exercise of chapter 1, questions and answers. Let's take question 1. Imagine that you have to interview an archaeologist. Prepare a list of 5 questions that you would like to ask him or her. I am again repeating the question. Suppose, imagine you have to interview an archaeologist. Prepare a list of 5 questions that you would like to ask her or him. And this is an archaeologist, yes, and she is searching something. So now the answer is, if I have to interview an archaeologist, the 5 questions that I would like to ask her or him are what is archaeology? Second question you would like to ask an archaeologist, what are different branches of archaeology? Third question you would ask, what does archaeologist do? Fourth question, what is the importance of archaeology? And fifth question, which you would like to interview an archaeologist and ask an archaeologist, is if an archaeologist has to find out the time period of any findings, what is the process or method? So these are the 5 questions which at the time of interview an archaeologist you would like to ask. Yes. So now let's move to our next question. So this was question, the earlier question was an imagination question. Now we will take the book exercise question, and the question 1 is match the following. In match the following, this is the question where A. Narmada Valley, B. Magad, C. Garo Hills, D. Indus and its tributaries, E. Ganga Valley. And the options for matching is 1. The first big kingdom, 2nd. Hunting and gathering, 3rd. Cities about 2500 years ago, 4th. Early agriculture, 5th. The first cities. Now the answer for this question is match the following is Narmada Valley, and the answer is 2nd. Hunting and gathering. Magad, the answer for matching the option Magad is first, the first big kingdom. Garo Hills, answer is 4th option, early agriculture. Indus and its tributaries, option 5th is the answer, the first cities. Ganga Hill, option 3 is the answer, cities about 2500 years ago. So this is the answer of the match the following. Now we will move to question number 2. And what is the question number 2, students? List one major difference between manuscripts and inscriptions. So the answer for this is, question is, first we will talk about manuscripts. Manuscripts, they are written by hand. This comes from the Latin word manu, meaning hand. These were usually written on palm leaves or on the specially prepared bark of a tree known as the beech, which grows in the Himalayas. Yes, so manuscripts are written by hand, and where they are written usually written on palm leaves or specially prepared bark of a tree known as birch. This is a birch. This is a bark of birch, and on this bark of birch, the manuscripts were written at that time. And these are manuscripts, the handwritten scripts. So these are manuscripts. Now we will move to inscription. The second point we will write inscriptions. And what are inscriptions, students? These are writings on relatively hard surfaces such as stone or metal. You can see here they have taken a stone, and on stone they have inscribed, they have written something, they have made some painting. So these are inscriptions. So what are inscriptions, students? These are writings on relatively hard surface such as stone or metal. So this is the answer of question second. Now we will move to question 3. And what is question 3? Return to Rashida's question. Can you think of some answers to it? What is Rashida's question first? So Rashida's question was how anyone can know what has happened 100 years ago. Can you think of some answers to it? So the answer is we can get the answer by reading the books written in past, by manuscripts, by inscriptions, by tools and weapons. So let's recall once again answer 3. We can get the answers by first reading the books written in past, second by manuscripts, third by inscriptions, and fourth by tools and weapons. So let's move to question 4. And what is question 4, students? Make a list of all the subjects that archaeologists may find. Which of these could be made up of stones? Now the answer is archaeologists may find these things in their findings. What are those things? Potteries, statues, ornaments, tools, skeletons, toys, clothes. And out of these, potteries, statues, and ornaments can be made up of stones. Only these three things can be made up of stone. What are they? Potteries, statues, and ornaments. Now let's move to question 5, students. And what is question 5? Why do you think ordinary men and women did not generally keep records of what they did? And the answer is ordinary man and woman did not keep records of what they did because of two reasons. And what are that reasons? Their life was full of difficulties, and second reason was they would not be having enough time of recording their lives. So students, as ordinary men and women were not able to record about their lives. The first reason was that their life was full of difficulties. They were having lots of work to do, and second, because they were doing so lots of work so they were not having enough time to record about their lives. So now let's move to question 6. And what is question 6, students? Describe at least two ways in which you think the lives of kings would have been different from those of farmers. So the question is that we have to write two ways in which the life of kings were different from those of farmers at that time. And the answer for this question is what, student? Tell me. Let's see. A farmer has to work in the field while a ruler does not need to do so. So a ruler is a king. Yes. So a farmer has to work in the field while a ruler or a king does not need to do so. Second, a farmer's main responsibility was to produce food grains. So to produce food grain was a responsibility of a farmer at that time, while a king's main responsibility was to protect its subjects. So what was king's main responsibility? King's main responsibility was to protect its subjects, means its people of the kingdom. Yes. Now let us do. what we have to do now? Let us do. This is also, there are some question in let us do. We will also discuss these question. So question 7, what is the question? Find the word craft person on page 1 of your book only, NCERT book of history. List at least 5 different crafts that you know about today. Are the craftsperson a man? Second, woman. Third, both man and woman. So what is the answer for this? Let's see. 5 different types of crafts are scientists, musicians, artists, merchants, and herders. These are 5 different types of crafts which are present today also. Today, both men and women are craft persons. What are craft persons? They who are doing the work, who are having different types of work they are doing. So today, both men and women are craft persons because in present age, each and every one have equal rights to perform his best. So now, men and women, everyone has equal rights to perform his best. Now, no man or woman is being differentiated on the basis of their work. They are not differentiated that the man will do these works and the woman will do these types of works. Now, in today's time, man and woman, each and everyone has equal rights to perform his work and give his best. Let's move to question 8. And what is question 8, students? What were the subjects on which books were written in the past? Which of these would you like to read? Now the answer for this question is, in the past, a number of books dealt with all kind of subjects. So all kind of subjects were there in which the books were written. These were religious beliefs and practices, the life of kings, medicine and science. Second point, besides there were epics, plays and poems. Many of these were written in Sanskrit, other were in Prakrit and Tamil language. So now students, we have completed our question number 8, and yes, we have also have second part in question 8, that what type of books we would like to read. So the second part of this question answer is, we would like to read epics. The epics are 2 in number. And what are the epics which we would like to read? The Ramayana and the Mahabharata. These are the 2 epics which we would like to read. Right? So now we have completed our book question and answer, book exercise. Chapter 1, book exercise, all the question and answers which are mentioned at the back of the chapter. We have discussed these question answers. Now students, you have to write these question and answers in the notebook and just start learning these question and answers. We will also share the PDF file with you all so that you can write the question and answer, or you can study from the question and answer from PDF file itself. Thank you and have a nice day, students.